The hosts of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast talked about their daughter Felicity Nichols, who was 7 years old at the time trip to the ER because of excruciating ear pain in one of their segments. Jinger claims that Felicity was spotted dancing wildly toward the end of the ceremony during a wedding that was held in their home. She enters and finds herself in a sea of pain. By the way, this is our social butterfly. She asks us to stay vigilant, just like everyone else. Am I obligated to go to bed? She asks. I love our friends so much that I just want to stay awake, even though I know I have to get up early. Then Jinger continued. The account of her daughters want to go to bed at 8:30 p.m. was told by the mother of 3 children. Felicity told Jinger that her ear hurt and that she should lie down. Then Jinger inquired as to what was wrong. Because of the severe agony, she is unable to lie down anytime she tries to do so. Jinger recollects that she was in terrible pain. It was time for some painkillers, I thought. I took some children's ibuprofen. I gave her 2 medicines because that's what she needs. She took that while I waited. It was a lot for Jinger to even give her child pain medication, according to Jeremy, who interrupted, and Jinger admitted that she is anti-medicine. He went on to explain that Jinger usually waits until things are really terrible before acting, and that it's because of her background. So anyway, I knew when you told me that you'd given her 2 ibuprofen, because I was at an event. I was like, oh, this is serious if Jinger's giving her medicine right away. Jeremy raised his voice. Yes, I did give her medication. She's been in agony. Give me the entire bottle, she insists. Jinger said, and I was like, she hates medicine. To which her husband nodded. After the prescription failed to relieve Felicity's problems, Jinger took her to the wedding in the hopes that a doctor would be available to check her. But they were like, no, we don't have anybody here now, he continued. I was advised to take the bride to the emergency department by everyone at the ceremony, who said things like, it's possible her eardrum has burst or something. Then it blew up. Is that correct? I am not sure. After consulting ChatGPT, Jinger was recommended to take Felicity to the emergency room immediately because of her symptoms. The pain persisted for the next hour. Jinger claimed that Felicity would sit up and then pass out from pain. She would say that she wanted this to go away. It was the most agonizing pain I have ever experienced. They hurried Felicity to the ER once Jeremy got back from the function. Felicity stated that her eardrum had burst when she got there. When Jeremy said she was feeling much better, her eyes were moist and red from crying, but she felt no real pain. She confided in me while we were waiting in line to be admitted to the emergency room, saying, Dad, my ear popped and it feels better. But we should still get it checked out, she tells me. To be clear, when the physicians suggested giving Felicity medication for her ear infection, Jinger wasn't totally in favor of the plan. They were going to give it to her right away. After considering the situation, Jinger said, I don't want her to have an antibiotic because those can really just mess up your gut. Well, Jeremy explained, they just separate the good from the bad. I concur. Both the good bacteria and the bad bacteria are gone, Jinger said. Jinger said she wasn't particularly concerned about removing her daughter's good bacteria in the run-up to flu season, so she told the doctors not to give her infant antibiotics until absolutely necessary. They chose to wait a few days to observe their baby's response rather than administering antibiotics. In the realm of reality TV, the Vuolo family has won over many hearts with their practical approach to family life as well as their faith-based way of living. Fans have been interested in Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo's parenting experience because of their appearances on Counting On. Fans are concerned and have questions after their most recent health issue concerning their 7-year-old daughter, Felicity. Following what was characterized as excruciating earache, the young girl was recently taken to the emergency room ER. This unanticipated medical crisis has brought attention to Felicity's condition as well as the difficulties that many parents encounter when their kids are in excruciating pain. Although ear infections and other associated health problems are somewhat frequent in young children, any parent may be alarmed by the abrupt and intense start of pain. This is a thorough examination of the event, its aftermath, and the Vuolo's coping mechanisms throughout this trying time. The event. Hurry to the emergency room. For their fans, who have followed their journey as a marriage and parents over the years, Jinger and Jeremy's life has frequently been an open book. Fans have followed the pair through the highs and lows of motherhood when Felicity was born in 2018 and the arrival of their second daughter, Evangeline. Many were shocked to learn that Felicity had been sent to the emergency room due to earache, because they had not anticipated such an unexpected medical emergency. Felicity reportedly experienced so intense ear discomfort that it caused her a great deal of grief, leading her parents to seek medical help right once. The pair revealed that Felicity's symptoms grew unavoidable, though it's unclear how long she had been in pain prior to the hospital visit. Jinger and Jeremy's usage of the word excruciating in their social media posts about the incident highlights how severe the suffering was. This degree of agony is certainly alarming for a 7-year-old, both for the youngster and the parents who are in charge of finding appropriate care. Children's ear pain is frequently linked to ear infections, which are common but can become dangerous if left untreated. An ear injury or even a foreign item stuck in the ear canal could be the cause of an abrupt onset of ear pain. Whatever the reason, Jinger and Jeremy moved quickly to make sure Felicity had the care she required right away. The family's emotional costs. For Jinger and Jeremy, the scenario was probably emotionally taxing, as it is for any family dealing with a medical issue. Both of them are renowned for having a strong religious faith, and this specific crisis may have put their capacity to remain composed in the face of difficulty to the test. The pair used social media to update supporters on their issue and thank them for the support they were getting, even if the details of how they handled it haven't been made public. The Vuolo's openness during this trying time emphasizes the pressure prominent people frequently experience to disclose personal hardships. Jinger and Jeremy obviously wanted to inform their fans, but they also needed to respect their daughter's health and preserve their privacy. There must be a careful balancing act between keeping people informed and safeguarding their families well. Jeremy, in particular, has frequently posted on his experiences raising 2 children and offered insights into his life as a father. He highlighted the confusion that parents may experience when their child is experiencing discomfort in his post regarding Felicity's visit to the emergency room. When a kid is in pain, parents everywhere feel powerless, even if they believe and trust in God's plan. Typical reasons for children's ear pain. One of the most prevalent reasons of ear pain, especially in youngsters, is an ear infection. Actually, one of the main causes of pediatrician or emergency department visits is ear infections. They happen when there is inflammation in the middle ear, which is frequently brought on by a bacterial or viral infection. Fever, fluid accumulation, discomfort, and perhaps even hearing loss can result from these illnesses. Children's earache can also be caused by swimming in tainted water. Frequently results in swimmer's ear, an infection of the outer ear canal. Ear injuries. Pain and discomfort in the ear can be brought on by trauma, foreign objects, or changes in air pressure. Because the eustachian tube connects the sinuses and the ears, sinus infections can induce earache. Teething. In younger children, teething can occasionally result in ear radiating discomfort. Cold or flu. When ill, congestion and fluid accumulation in the ears and sinuses can cause pain. Due to the anatomy of their developing immune system and the eustachian tubes, it is not unusual for children to experience multiple ear infections during their early years. Nonetheless, it's crucial to get medical help right once when pain is severe, like Jinger and Jeremy did. The Vuolo's parenting style. Jinger and Jeremy have frequently talked about their parenting style, which is greatly impacted by their Christian religion, in public appearances and on social media. In their position as parents, they place a strong emphasis on love, tolerance, and accountability. Many of their followers find them sympathetic due to their emphasis on family values, and they frequently seek their counsel on anything from relationship management to child-rearing. Jinger and Jeremy made it apparent that their top priority was their daughter's health when they posted about Felicity's earache. Many people admired them for being candid and vulnerable by not holding back when expressing their worries. They obviously have a close relationship as parents and cooperate to make sure their kids are happy and healthy. Their ability to cope with the stressful situation was probably greatly aided by their faith. Jinger and Jeremy, who are Christians, frequently speak of their faith in God's providence and their confidence in His plan. This does not imply, however, that they are indifferent to the issue or undervalue the significance of getting medical attention. Whether it's ensuring their daughter receives the right medical attention or just offering emotional support during trying times, they recognize the value of balancing faith and action. The repercussions and Felicity's convalescence. Fortunately, the Vuolos have released updates showing Felicity is recovering, suggesting that the event was handled swiftly. Felicity's earache appears to have subsided following therapy, and she is currently recuperating. Although the precise diagnosis is unknown, it is clear that the medical staff responded to the problem promptly and efficiently. This type of encounter serves as a reminder to many parents of how rapidly things may change. An unanticipated health crisis can completely upend a seemingly regular day, so parents need to be ready to attend to their child's needs during those critical times. The Vuolo's resilience as a family is demonstrated by their ability to deal with this circumstance amicably while continuing to interact with their followers.